Today I'm going to tell you the ugly truth of why the new Porsche 911 GT3 is the worst GT3 ever made. Usually the best Porsche 911 is the latest 911. However, all things considered, the latest Porsche 911 GT3 just isn't worth the price of admission. And that's coming from someone who's owned Porsches for over 20 years now and is a huge fan of the marquee. Now before you get in the comments to tell me just how wrong I am, watch this entire video because I may make you even angrier and I'd hate for you to waste keystrokes. It's been mentioned by others, but the new Porsche 911 GT3 is the most expensive GT3 ever. I know it costs to be cool, but the new GT3 has an MSRP of a whopping $224,495. That's an incredible $40,000 more than the outgoing 911 GT3, assuming you can find either for MSRP. At that point, you might as well come up with another $20,000 and just get the 2024 GT3 RS. I'm not sure what Porsche is having, but someone needs to cut them off. It certainly isn't a $40,000 better car. But before we get into why that is, let's look at the other options you can get for similar or less money. For at least $20,000 less, you can get a new Corvette ZR1 with a top speed of 233 miles per hour and over 1,000 horsepower. You could also decide to pay roughly $80,000 less and just go for a C8 Z06. If you still want a Porsche, you could purchase a current 911 Turbo for a bit less cash and have a faster car that is more comfortable on the road. For roughly the same price as the 911 GT3, you could purchase a McLaren GT. That will certainly get you more attention than a GT3. You know, if you're into that sort of thing. On the used market for about $20,000 more than a new GT3, you can find some higher mileage Lamborghini Aventadors. And by higher mileage, I'm talking a bit over 20,000 miles. Those are some good options, and choosing between them is certainly a first world problem. But you may ask, why is the new GT3 not a $40,000 better car? The new Porsche 911 GT3 just isn't worth $40,000 more because it has the same performance as the outgoing GT3. Both the new 992.2 generation 911 GT3 and the previous 9.2.1 GT3 use the same engine. There are a few minor tweaks and new options for the touring package that of course make it cost even more, but you don't really get anything substantial for all that extra money. I'm a huge Porsche fan, but in this case, Porsche is looking to steal from the rich to give to the rich. Now, Porsche isn't stupid, and I'm sure they will sell all of the new GT3s that they make. Perhaps those of us that can buy them are the stupid ones. The ugly truth is Porsche knows that they can get this price because they have announced that the GT3 will only be naturally aspirated and non-hybrid for 2 more years. It's not that the new GT3 is a bad car, it just isn't really any better than the previous GT3. Since the Porsche 911 GT3 should evolve and become better, and this one hasn't. It makes it the worst GT3 ever made, all things considered. It's a picture of all marketing strategy instead of adding anything of substance. Because of this, if you are in the market for a 911 GT3, you should look at the used market. Save some cash and get the outgoing GT3, or get a past generation and enjoy all that makes the 911 GT3 great without being just plain stupid. The thing is, the future is here, and there's a cheaper option that may be a better buy. So check out this video about the Porsche 911 Carrera GTS Hybrid and why it makes the 911 Turbo S obsolete.